It was a dark, lonely Sunday night in Nightmare's apartment. The only light filling the room was the faint glow from the TV. Knight was lazing in his chair from where he barely moved except to get food, which was usually a takeaway anyway. The piles of takeaway boxes surrounding his chair and TV all stacked up betrayed his poor culinary skills. On the coffee table next to his chair sat a lone, half-empty bottle of single malt. Knight lazily glanced over at the bottle on the table. "Whiskey," he muttered, as he summoned his strength to reach over and grab it. As his hand made purchase around the glass vessel, he felt a strong stirring in his loins and a whirling desire in his heart. At that moment, he knew. It was on. He deftly unscrewed the lid of the bottle, and with a sick grin and a giggle, he used his other hand to unzip his pants. He reached into his pants and grabbed his now semi-turgid phallus and pulled it out into the darkness of his room. With the remaining flaccidity in the tip, he cautiously manipulated his bell end into the neck of the bottle, gently pushing the shaft in as best as he could. By now, his entrapped cock was fully hard, and with both hands he tipped the bottle up and proceeded to fuck the whiskey bottle. He would grunt occasionally as he pounded away at the neck of the bottle, the dark liquid swirling and licking the tip of his dong, occasionally seeping in and stinging the sensitive inside of urethra. The stimulation was so intense, Knight could feel himself approaching a state of ecstasy. As he thrust it harder and faster, the sweat poured off his body and soaked into his takeaway-stained shirt. But that didn't matter to Knight. This moment was between him and his whiskey bottle. Then, as he reached a point where he could take it no more, he bellowed out in a primal yell, "I'm gonna come in my whiskey!" And with that, he let forth a burst of highly pressurized cum into the whiskey bottle, the thick, white goop gushing forth into the thinner brown fluid. Panting heavily, Knight flopped back into his chair, now soaked with sweat and leaked whiskey. Never one to let go of his bottle, he let his chode go limp and removed himself from the bottle. He tightly swung his arm, holding the bottle, over the arm of the chair, gently swinging the bottle as he did. "Oh man, I need a drink," gasped exhaustedly, as he wearily lifted the bottle to his lips and tipped the now cummy whiskey into his mouth. Tastes like DRK, he mused, swallowing the pungent and salty concoction.
Did you like it?